Alright, so good morning everyone. So we're gonna talk about tips on how you can pass the assessment in call center because I know most of you would want to embark the field of BPO. So let's listen to our. I'm not prepared.
Guys, good morning. Yeah, done with the shift. So we're going to eat breakfast. So 7-Eleven na lang kasi medyo sarado pa yung
Medyo?
What?
Medyo?
I don't like my hair there. Papanot ako.
Kahit dati ka mapanood.
Grabe siya. So there. I'll see you around.
A few moments later.
So good morning everyone. So we're gonna talk about tips on how you can pass the assessment in call center because I know most of you would want to embark the field of BPO. So let's listen to our. I'm not prepared. I'm not prepared.
No, 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 no.
So, ito yung tinatawag yung impromptu. So let's hear some tips from Kendra, 5 years experience in BPO. Kens, what can you say about, or what can you advise to those aspiring customer agents? Because when I did validation, I can feel the eagerness of these applicants to work in BPO industry. Now, how can you help them to ensure that by next time, once they attempted to apply in a call center industry, they would be able to confidently pass the screening process? What can you advise to them?
Well, basically, if you would want to land a job in this industry, BPO, I bet you must need to at least have basic communication skills. You really don't need to have
A very good exercise.
IELTS like 9% bandwidth just to pass assessment. But so long as you can communicate and you can express your thoughts in a manner that that person you're talking to will understand. And then, those who would want to reapply right after the validation, I think take that or take those comments from the interviewers or the validator, because for most of the validators, they will give feedback to the applicants on the things that they can improve on. So then they could work on that. So by then, once they have practiced everything, I think they can land into job. And I think you guys need to be flexible when it comes to the schedule, because working in this industry would require flexibility, especially for time. And that is just the basic expectation. Kaya minsan siguro yung work, you need to be flexible. I'm not telling you guys na mag-gymnast kayo or do acrobatics. Pero, what's the schedule? Most likely for call centers, you would be needing to attend your work at night time. There would be some, especially for other campaigns, na nag-operate in the morning, which I prefer kasi yung night shift because of the night differential. Basically, that's it. And for the quality naman ng sleep mo, kung morning shift ka, would be different. But I love night kasi night owl ako talaga.
I prefer shift is also my shift.
And those who are aspiring to be part of this industry, you guys are very much welcome. You'll just need to believe that you can study, learn, and keep on practicing. No one is perfect, but you guys are perfect based on your imperfections.
Perfect. Well, I love those answers, Ken, and I'm sure that our viewers will be able to get something from your tips. But anyway, those what do you call it? fresh graduate, maybe they would love to ask what seems to be the proper decorum or attire before they can apply to BPO. Would it be casual or business attire? And what are the things that they should prepare?
Well, normally, well, when I did apply for call center, I was just wearing smart casual. You really don't need to wear like corporate attire, but I would suggest you guys need to bring jacket because majority or for most of all the call center recruitment it's bit malamig, it's very cold, then weather ka ba? Yeah, bring jacket. I bet pockets in valid photo ID because for most of the recruitment hub, they would be needing to have ID before you can get into their office or their premise. And then make sure that you eat breakfast because there is going to be a back-to-back interview. Initial to account validation, final interview. There are some assessment. I'm not sure because that was a long time ago when I did apply.
I think that's 13 years ago.
No, not 13 years ago. But yeah, those are like the things that you would be needing to bring if you would want to apply in call center.
Okay, so I think just to sum it up, make sure that this applicant will be able to eat heavy breakfast because it's a morning.
That's very heavy. I'm not telling everyone to eat bato or like hollow blocks just really because they have rice meal that will be good.
Heavy breakfast.
When you say heavy, I would take it literally like heavy.
Wear proper decorum. What is it? Western casual you mentioned earlier?
Smart casual.
Smart casual.
You'll just need to wear trousers, a shirt, and pair of shoes,
And
of course.
would it be advisable if they should bring two valid photo ID or resume, update resume?
But for most of the companies now, they're not requiring you to present resume, but I would suggest you guys print out your resume so that it would be more formal. But I know for most of the companies, they are doing their hiring process online, so you guys may want to try by clicking on the ad of some companies you may want to try.
Okay.
So that you needed to travel and you guys would still be safe from COVID-19.
Well, thank you so much, Kendra. But anyway, Kendra, you mentioned earlier that it's a back-to-back interview. What do you think would be the interview flow or process during the initial interview?
I can't remember.
What do you think the expected question from the
So
interviewer?
basically for all of the interviews, they would just want to ask who you are, the things
Tell something
that
about
you
yourself.
are passionate of doing, and the things that you would want to achieve in life, your strength, perhaps, and then your educational background or past work.
They might want to ask,
experiences.
would it be pure English interview or Tagalog module?
No, if you're going to apply to a call center job, you must need to speak in English all throughout.
Okay, and for them to be able to improve their communication skills, what do you think should be the best practice or learning? You mentioned earlier TED Talks. What about TED
Yeah,
Talks?
well, to me, when I started working as a call center, I wasn't really having this kind of ability to communicate using the English language. Because it's normal to us Filipino not being to
Right, because
just speak the language fluently, but at least you are able to express your thoughts and you would understand and articulate whatever you would want to send. I think that's good enough. My message would be, because I'm a fan of TED Talks, you might want to try to watch some of the clips or documentaries that is going to help you guys a lot. If you're a fan of movies, you guys could watch English movies and K-pop. Yeah, movie. But there would be subtitles there, so you may wanna reach the subtitle. At least it's English.
okay, that's cool. And what about during final interview, what should be the expected question during the final interview? Because you mentioned earlier that it has to be a back-to-back interview, what a process, what other assessment or screening process they should expect.
Well, basically, final interview, it's more on situational questions.
It's out of the box question.
Out of the
And what
box.
are the objective of asking out of the box question? Would it be measuring the ability of the agent or the applicant to articulate thoughts?
Yeah, basically that is the purpose of those questions, just to really test the ability of the agent and how they can use and communicate using English language, because you would be needing to talk to Americans as you get through operations. Training also would require speaking English. So this is more a personality test. We
And-
don't need to be perfect, just
Correct.
like me.
And they might want to ask, would it be important or essential to focus on the accent or just
No.
normal?
You really don't need to pay attention with accent. You can use your neutral accent for someone who are understandable and you can communicate clearly. That's fine.
Alright. I think our viewers is now, learning
viewers.
about the tips or getting ideas on how they can continually pass the assessment process or the screening process.
Naubos ka na.
What about the typing test scans?
25 mph.
So that means you should be able to type 25 words per minute.
For voice account, I don't know if it's non-voice. Normally that would require more than 25 mph.
And we also have Versant wherein you are expected to copy whatever words or statement here from the audio recording. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
But for the Versant, I have read that they are going to just read the instruction, and for some, they were able to get passing score. But I recommend you guys to really follow the instruction, tell what you would be needing to tell. That you could really speak the language. Basically, that's it. It's a language proficiency test. Just follow through the process. Yeah.
Okay.
And we'll see you next time.
Well, thank you so much, you guys, for watching this video. I hope you were able to learn something from Kendra. And
I'm sorry I'm not prepared.
yeah, we're not prepared. It's impromptu, so that's it.